Hey everyone, my name is Benjamin with the Agent Resources Department here at Senior Marketing Specialist, and I wanted to come with you guys here today to go over some of the questions that my team and myself have been seeing regarding this TPMO disclaimer. Many of the different aspects that we're going to go over today are actually a part of the Code of Federal Registration, and we will link that down below in the description. So if you want any of the actual wording or proof about the things that we're discussing here today, that'll be linked down below. One of the first questions that we consistently see is, what the heck does TPMO stand for? It stands for Third Party Marketing Organization. And what that includes is independent agents, brokers such as yourself, for the people who might be tuning in, who are compensated to perform lead generation, marketing, sales, and enrollment tasks or related functions as part of the chain of enrollment. So the big story, or kind of overarching, if you are an independent agent or an independent broker or even an agency, you're likely a TPMO, a third-party marketing organization. We're all too familiar with this TPMO disclaimer, and the reason we're making this video here today is because it's actually changed from last year. So the main differences here, you're probably used to saying one way or another, but the verbiage moving forward for 2024 is as follows. We do not offer every plan available in your area. Currently, we represent blank organizations which offer blank products in your area. Please contact Medicare.gov, 1-800-MEDICARE, or your local state health insurance program, or SHIP, to get information on all of your options. So a lot of the discussions that we've been having surrounding this disclaimer includes, what is it even for? In truth of the nature, a disclaimer of this nature is put into place that way the beneficiary that an agent, call center, independent, whatever it may be, is speaking with, actually has a lot more transparency about what are the plans the agent that they're working with or attempting to work with has available and can offer that beneficiary. At the end of the day, the main reason that this disclaimer is being put together is to make sure agents are being transparent about the options they can offer to a Medicare beneficiary. The next biggest question we get asked is, when is this TPMO disclaimer required to be said? And arguably, one of the times that is most important to make sure that this disclaimer is being represented and discussed is within the first 60 seconds of a sales call. Well, a following question that almost always follows that is, what constitutes a sales call? Traditionally, a sales call is when a beneficiary starts asking about certain products or asking about specific product details. So when that starts, or when the beneficiary starts asking those questions, then you've started a sales call, and this TPMO needs to be brought in and mentioned within the first 60 seconds of that. Some of the other times when we see this TPMO disclaimer being necessary are electronically conveyed when communicating with a beneficiary through email, online chat, or other electronic means, which would include texting if you text with your clients. It also needs to be included on any of your marketing materials, which include print and television advertisements that are either developed, used, or distributed by the TPMO. Probably one of the biggest questions that we've been seeing is, with the change from the previous TPMO disclaimer, is how do I calculate how many organizations I represent and how many plans or products do I represent? First thing I want to tackle is, what exactly did CMS mean when they talked about organizations and products? Organizations are any of the Medicare Advantage or prescription drug plans that you are currently contracted and appointed with to sell their products. Products is exactly that. Individual contracted ID plans. So if a plan or a carrier has multiple plans in an area, then you need to be representing and including each one of those in that count for products. Biggest question we get asked is, how am I going to calculate that, Ben? I'm not going to sit there and look through all of my carriers, look through all of my plans and products, and count on my hands how many plans I offer. The biggest way that I recommend, and my team as well, is going to go through and using the CMS landscape. Now, because this is all taking place September 30th, we actually need to wait until the new 2024 CMS landscape comes out. Traditionally, we see that come out September, towards the end of September, truthfully. There's never really like a specific date when we can expect it, but it is generally towards the end of September. Once this is released, you'll be able to download an Excel document and actually sort and filter out different aspects of that document. That way you can highlight and get a much better and faster answer to how many organizations and how many products are in your area. We here at Senior Marketing Specialists are recommending a TPMO or an agent like yourself go ahead and fill this information out on the state level. If you have questions on how to use the CMS landscape or maybe even how to use Excel, we do have a couple of resources that we'd love to highlight on our AEP toolkit. There's one that mentions the CMS, MA, and prescription drug plan landscape walkthrough that is available through our AEP toolkit that is password protected. So if you need to get set up or you need to get a login in order to access that, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Finally, I know we've discussed a lot of different aspects here, and compliance is an ever-changing enigma. And so I wanted to also come on here and just mention that September 28th at around 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, we will be hosting one of our last CMS compliance updates hosted by our compliance officer, Jalen Jackson. And you'll be able to get here and listen straight from the horse's mouth about what changes are being implemented, how you as an agent need to be aware and cognizant of some of the changes that are happening for this upcoming AEP. And as always, if you have questions, you'll be able to put them into the live chat and ask him live, or feel free to put them in the comment section down below where we'll be able to take a look at those and get you a response as fast as we can. Again, my name is Benjamin. I'm with the Agent Resources team here at Senior Marketing Specialist, and I hope you guys found this video beneficial.